Welcome.
Wait, not yet. Now ready.
Okay, so welcome to episode 26 of the Monkey Business Show. Today is the Juan on Juan, the Mano a Mano,
Juan.
the J on J.
I don't think we ever said that. That's
No,
pretty good.
the Juan on Juan.
Juan on Juan.
There's a joke like how do you, well, now that I spoiled the joke, like, how do you call two Spanish people playing basketball with each other?
Juan on Juan.
Juan on Juan.
Wow.
Oh, dude, so we're here back again in your house.
Yeah.
I miss this place, I have to say. It was a fun time we were here.
Yeah, this was the biggest amount of people that we had this Sunday with the CSGO team and people who were here doing construction and a couple of the Dota team, and Misha's parents got in yesterday, right? Was it yesterday?
I saw them the other
2
day.
days.
Yeah.
2 days ago. I don't remember now, but yeah, there's quite a few people here,
Yeah.
and I realized that they don't have enough cups. They don't have enough.
You don't have enough cups.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Few have broken since we got here, but realized that can have a pretty big event here. Can have a pretty big barbecue. I can't wait for things to be finished, and this place will be amazing for events like this.
This is the time to pitch in. So TI12, we're ready, no? TI12 in Lisbon at Johan's house.
Yep.
We can do like the qualifiers hub.
We can get all the viewers here, all of it. We can fit it all.
Well, we can feed more viewers than we had in Romania last year.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Sag.
At least the teams could make it, We can allow more than 7.
My bubble will be better than theirs.
Yeah. You have a pool also.
Yeah.
Oh man, so this is for me like the hangover emotions of Blast. Now that we know the results, we lost to Navi on the semifinals in a very close series, and one of those series that has chased me all weekend.
It's going to get a bit tough, but they do have that 1M4 trying to get into play. Bit will take down Neofrag, and Dexter's now far away from the action. What is happening? Oh no! Flames! And wait a minute, Nexa gets one more kill, and the spray is in. He takes down SDY. What is going on? It's Bit to hit the ground next, and somehow they steal the round back. But this is some good info to work with if you're on the OG side.
That's actually so important that Simple gets the trade. Oh, Dexter missed on a jumping player. Spam through, lands the shot.
They don't have any more nades to really throw around with. They haven't not even got the bomb plant yet. This is no longer an A-bomb site. It's a graveyard for OG. Nice lineup, a 2-for-1 shot. 32 kills, still in regulation. He's relentless, and he's back for more action. He's gonna get the headshot. Oh, he turns it into a triple. He's gonna reload right now. The bomb is committed. An absolute god in this semi-final. Electronic with a quad kill to end it for OG. And now we have made the grand finals here in Lisbon. Unbelievable.
Because we were very close. We were very, very close. And then Navi went to the finals and decided that they just want to go home fast. And then 2-0 Vitality.
Yeah. Also, Vitality didn't get too many maps, right? In neither.
Yeah. There is a stat. Like, Maf, I'll send you the tweet that it says that OG versus Navi in this tournament was 6-6. And we took out of them 12.3 rounds per map. And then FaZe, I think, is Big and Vitality together versus them is 6-0 and only taking 6.2 maps out of them.
Each team, like in the
average.
average. Yeah.
So yeah, we were the only competing against Navi.
So in a way, I mean, you can tell yourself you played good CS because there are other good teams in the world, and you can use these. I mean, I think everybody had the feeling too that OG, if they were in the finals, it would have been more hype. They were the team to kind of put up a fight against Navi. So that if I were them, I would take that as a confidence booster. I would still celebrate what happened here at Blast. Their young team, their new team. Don't celebrate for weeks, but because it's 3-4, it's great. And I think they have a lot to be proud of. But it's just the potential again. Like I think if they wanted to, they might be the team to do what Navi does to others, but to Navi.
I think that for us, similar to what we mentioned the other day, is just we didn't have like a set of structure. The structure is we went in and just shot people. And how do you prepare to that? Like there is no strat that you have when the guy is just crossing the smoke and kills 3 of you.
Right, but they were from what again.
Am I doing a
complete
Redditor
bad.
again?
I'm complete noob, and I don't think you're much better than me. But what I heard was that they were playing to their new players' strengths,
Yeah.
and some of the map picks were also chosen based on what the new players kind of like playing and what they've played before. So I guess I don't know. I think maybe there was like there has to have been some
Yeah.
level of like strategy, but I think it was more about enabling whatever people had in their head, and they hadn't built anything yet together. Yeah.
And then, so we reviewed the other day CSGO, but I want to talk more about Dota today for the episode.
I want to talk about no games.
No games, okay? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Can we
Talk about
cover
something
Dota
else.
for like 5 minutes?
Sure,
Because
of
I'm in the
course.
house. It's the first time that I see them for a while.
Of course.
And we are playing tomorrow, GG Gladiators. So today we're actually not recording on a Thursday. We're recording on a Tuesday. Because otherwise I have to go back. And I could not do this live. But everything good with the team? Give me like a state of
Yeah.
update.
No, people got parents visiting Portugal now.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the guys from the team, and every day Chu tries to beat me at ping pong. Every day he fails. So that's also I like to think that I'm spanking him every day into motivation, into shape. It's like, don't come down here, go back up. Go back up and play Dota. No, but the spirits are high. They're grinding so hard. I keep getting reminded of the grind, and it's rough. As in, it is one of the most draining things to do, and every day it's full sacrifice. Like, what else do they do in a day? I think they get 2 to 3 hours to themselves every day, and the rest is kind of Dota with the team.
one?
Yeah. So it's really intense, and I don't think they get more than one, max two. They don't get more than 1 to 2 free days, like off days every week.
Okay.
Between these official games, they take one after the series, and then they're back, and then it's 2 to 4 scrims, but with so much preparation and with so much debrief and with so much strategizing. It's very intense, and I think this is also the point of the DPC where the fatigue again starts really kicking in for people. Like, if it was me, this is like, you might be in the rhythm, you might be like waking up like a zombie every day, knowing that you've done this for this many days and you're about to do this for this many more. But this is when it can eat away at you. I think this is when people need to find solace in other things in life and try to take the time off you need and try to do the things you need to do so that you're not going to burn out yourself. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you see yourself in this whole map? Do you see yourself like with the passion reinvigorated from them and watching them, or more like, well, you want to be in Dota but not there anymore, you have moved past that?
I think I would need really bad weather to get pushed back into Dota.
Denmark, we can send you back to Denmark.
I feel reinvigorated in many
Okay.
senses, but not really interested in competing yet. Competitive hunger isn't there. I went to water the plants. I haven't thought about Dota all day. It's pretty chill, now they're about to play, and I get the insight of how the games are going, what strategies are being built, how this team is still very different from our team in many senses. Like, they're way more self-sacrificial for strategies. We made some cool strats and people were willing to self-sacrifice, but these guys have even more layers to people swapping roles, people playing different places, doing different things, farm priority. It's kind of cool. Like, they have a lot of things to work with, a lot of things to work around, which allows for many, many, many heroes, many, many, many ideas. Enigma with farm, Enigma position 4, all these. Yeah, they have some cool stuff to work on. But as for me, that's what gets me excited. That's what I like to hear about. That's what I like to think about. And then how they're doing as individuals, like mentally and energy level, and are those games actually worth anything? Because that's what people don't often get, is they maybe think these practice games look like TI, but usually they don't. It's like a struggle to get these games to look like very real. You have all these stages, and each stage there's so much unclean Dota in practice games usually, and that's one of the big challenges, and that's one of the mental challenges. So Happy is not me, happy is them, but I'm happy to be watching.
Okay. But also, let's plug your stream. So you've taken upon yourself to do a quality stream and co-stream. Tell me a little bit more about it. How do you come to that idea?
Yeah, trying to make it more quality, trying to get into like a bit of casting, trying to get better with like calling names instead of heroes. It's fun. It's really fun because I'm watching the games regardless. I would love if Thompson or Seb would show up, or Anna or Jesse would show up to one of the games. I think it would be a lot of fun. But I was going to reach out to other people too, like Cap or whoever else might feel like joining me for some co-cast. Jay asked me. I told him no, because I think it's going to be awful.
I was going to say, because he put on the group chat that we have in WhatsApp, oh, anybody wants to join me? And I was like, dude, I'm here for you. And he was like, no, somebody that actually knows how to do something.
Yeah, because it was not going to be good. Like, it's okay if you didn't know, but if you, then you needed to be able to cast. If this was in Spanish, I think you would have been my first choice, because I've heard you cast in Spanish and you can actually cast. But I think in English it would just be bad.
In English, I'll be like, okay, so your Q. What is the Q? Just use your Q. Your Q. I don't even know the name of the spells.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be like, when it's just me, I'm trying to be slightly informative and trying to get like a little bit of play-by-play and hype cast. And trying to not say we as much. It's never going to go away. It's never going to go away, bro.
You should try to cast other people's games, so the we goes away.
Maybe some of the hype matches I want to cast for sure. I definitely want to cast some of the hype matches, like Secrets or Tundras or Gaming Gladiators or whoever, like even the Liquid games I found really hype. Like Liquid also play really fun strategies, but some of the games I wouldn't feel so hype about casting. But yeah, I'm trying to get more into it.
So plug your your Twitch.
Come watch me on Twitch, Twitch TV/Big Daddy, oldest Twitch account in the world.
Is it?
It is.
No shit.
Yeah, apparently because they deleted Twitch accounts way back when, and then I was in contact with them about something about my Twitch account, and they let me keep mine or something like that. And
wow, there you go, boys.
There you go.
And girls.
I'm super boomer.
The boomer account.
Super boomer.
My friend. So what do you want to talk about today? Look, I'm getting comfy. Yes, I'm wearing shorts.
Nice, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Talk about some life. Talk about seasons, maybe. Talk about. Dude, I don't know. I was cutting my dog's nail the other day, and he really doesn't like cutting his nails. Even though I think I did try to make him comfortable, even from very young childhood. With one of them, it succeeded. Wolf, the black one, he will just eat treats, cut his nails, doesn't mind, doesn't care. But Björn, if you touch his toenail, it's madness. It's like full-fledged panic. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want anything to touch his feet. But the toes are just like another level of intensity. So I got all scratched up, like trying to hold him, trying to distract him, and trying to get that nail cut because it started curling a bit. We succeeded. It was a nice lady who was helping. But yeah, that was a struggle. Have you ever had to cut any dog nails?
No, but I do it with my cat, and I have
How does that go?
I have a secret. I have a secret cat procedure. I'm not joking. So you put the cat on a blanket, and you roll him in a blanket, and you make a cat burrito.
Yeah.
Cat burrito, and then the cat is just there, and he can't do anything, and he's paralyzed. And you just very calmly just pet him and cut his nails, and then release him.
So the back paws, similar kind of thing. I was holding him and like kind of giving like the horse cover for his eyes, like he couldn't see anything, and that helped for just the regular toenails to form. So maybe I'll try that next time, like a blanket, around his head.
Just roll him. He just roll him around his body. So
Yeah,
it's
the
like
whole
around his
thing.
body,
Yeah.
and he cannot move. And you put the feet in the bottom, and then you do, and then you wrap it around, and you have all of these ones.
Do you give your cat treats while you do things like that? No, it doesn't work the same.
My cat is always there. The food is always is there.
So, but treats, there's nothing like super delicious, super.
Cats, they don't care.
They don't care.
I've never seen them excited about anything. What are the difference between the treats and the normal food? Is it like more like oily or more flavory? It's just not healthy to eat a lot, or?
Yeah, so I think they have a lot more. Maybe some of these spices, like they really like cinnamon and salt, and I do think there's a level of like fat and oil maybe
that is not very good for them.
That is, you should limit it a bit. For a lot of the treats, they say like 10 treats per dog per day or something, and the dry food is pretty dry, and they're really not interested in it. Like with my old dog, the Labrador I had, he would go for his food as treats if you didn't have to wait long. You know, he was almost always hungry. But for these guys, even though they hadn't eaten in one day, they wouldn't work for a dry food treat. It still needed to be a little more exciting. But they had their first piece of lamb meat with bone the other day, and that was, I think, the highest level of food excitement I've seen them.
And I was like, Daddy, I will jump. I will give you the hand. I will roll. Just
Yeah,
give me
but
lamb.
like
Give me lamb, bro. Just give me
while
lamb.
they're shaking, you know, like I'll do anything for you. But like, don't make me wait. It was really intense, but they loved it. They had a good time.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Any trips for you planned?
Yeah, next month I'm gonna go somewhere. I was thinking about getting a camper.
Oh, that's like an RV or?
Yeah, like a full camper, you know, with like some type of AC and fridge in there. That's like, I guess, the most two important things of like having a camper, or the most nice things about having a camper: a bed, an AC, and a
Camper,
a
you
fridge.
mean like an SUV with like an RV
Yeah, like an RV, but with
everything? Okay.
filled with things inside.
Good.
But like,
It's one of my dreams, having one of those. One of my dreams.
so we're gonna rent one next month, get a feel for it,
Okay.
and then depending, might do something small, might do something nicer. It's definitely tempting to get something with like a water tank and a fridge in it.
Yeah.
But I also could see how just getting like a long car and refurbishing inside, taking out the back seats and making like something that is more just for a couple day trips, but not a shower type deal.
So
could
that's
be
what
nice.
I had. That's what my cousin had one, and we will go surfing. And the idea is that we will just drive it to the front of the water, and then we'll sleep there so we could surf very early in the morning.
Right, and you're by the water, so the shower thing is like you're
You have
jumping
a
in
shower.
the ocean.
Well, you
anyway.
have a shower there where we used to go sometimes.
Oh,
You know,
the
there's
shower was at the beach. Okay, yeah, sure.
And on
that
the
works
back,
too.
you had like a mattress. That it was like a full mattress. I mean, it was me and my cousin. It was
Yeah.
two dudes, but it would be like you could wake up in front of the water and just get the board and get into the water. It was amazing.
Yeah. That's the kind of deal. Like, drive somewhere to either a lagoon or the ocean or somewhere, and bring the puppies, and have like a camping night out trip. I don't think I've slept outside for over like 12 years.
Outside, like
outside,
of
like
house, or?
under an open sky. No, I mean out of the house. I mean, I've been in hotels for the last 12 years.
I meant outside of like a bed, because for example, like outside, I haven't bivouac or been an open sky. When I'm in the van, we're in the van, we're sleeping inside.
Right. Well, I think if I had that van, I think I would still try. If the weather allows or the sky allows, I would want to sleep under the open sky.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Dude, like honestly, like it's been one of my dreams, because I rented a few of them, and I mean, the bigger it is, the more comfortable it is to be in it.
Right.
But the most annoying is to drive it, because you're driving a truck. But there is some of them that are smaller that you can drive it like an SUV and have fun of driving without feeling like you're driving a bus.
Yeah, the really nice one that we did take a look at, and it was like 60K, I think, to get the thing, or 55. It was like a 2018 model, and it had everything in it. It was quite big, and yeah, sure, a little bit annoying to drive, maybe. Like, it was max size for a regular license. I could drive it. Anyone could drive it with a regular license, but I can see what you mean. Like, it would be annoying, but I think it would be worth it. I think it would be worth it if you got to your location and you had this baby with you. Like, you had a shower, you had a nice fridge, you even had like 3 beds in it. But again, I have no experience, and I want to just start out with something. My friend keeps talking to me about Will Smith's auto camper. Have you seen it?
So this is what I had when I had. And
Yeah. This is the type of deal I was looking at too.
maybe
But
I
like
have to do
large
screenshots
version.
for Mav. Mav, I'll do a screenshot for you so you can see it. But yeah, the cool thing is that you sleep on the top,
Right.
So
yeah.
in the bottom, you can have like a little bit more utilities and like even the fridge, and then you sleep on the top.
Yeah.
And what we had was this one, but we actually slept inside because we didn't have anything else.
Have you seen Will Smith's?
No, Will Smith has one.
Just take a look. He spent 13 million on it, apparently.
Will Smith spent $13 million.
On and on his auto camper, but it's not even like a regular one. It's like it's attached to a truck. It's like a truck size.
With the touch of a button, the trailer transforms into an amazing
Yeah.
double-decker
That's just not-
mansion
I
on
I mean, that's not
wheels.
really an auto camper. That's a moving house.
It's a Transformers.
And apparently the top floor can fold up, and it's pure glass, and that makes it 3 stories. Like, it's regular, like normally it's 2 stories, and then when it's stationary, it folds up and it gets a 3rd story that's full glass with like open view. This one says 2.3 million. I don't know why. My friend told me 13 million, but
it says 13 millions here, but I don't think so. I don't know. But dude, what is? This is
what apparently he brings to movie sets and whatever too.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like, I think he's not going to like a Yellowstone.
Okay, so this is like he has a portable home, his home. So when he goes to movies,
his family and whatever, and then
but like I know movies, and it's not that easy. Well, I mean, you need a lot of time to get it from one point of the world to another one. Because for example, if you're filming in Europe, it's 2 months.
He's probably not bringing that thing out of the States, I guess. I don't know. Depends. Maybe he would.
Well, he's not gonna be needing it soon.
Oh.
I don't think he's gonna be filming a lot.
I don't think they're gonna do a movie about the slap.
It's called The Slap.
The slap.
Dexter started it, you know? The Slapsters. Can you imagine if Dexter slaps you?
Will
spin your head around.
versus Dexter. The biggest slap. Let's do like the slap competition. You've seen those, right?
I've seen them. They are wild. They're wild.
But it's so insane, and that it's even on the sports channel and stuff, you know. Like then I would still qualify like professional darts as more of a Euro sport worthy slap competitions.
So I know it's gonna be again. I keep plugging my boy Logan Paul, but he casted one of these things, and I saw it, and it was wild. And dude, females were also slapping each other.
Yeah.
It was like a female slap. Oh.
Well, this guy on the right that you see in the third picture.
Yeah.
I think he's also the same guy in the second picture.
Yeah, I saw them.
He's like the best one, and it's also he's the one with the beard. So there's like a lot of layers to all these things, like how you hold your hand, and you have like a certain amount of illegal slaps before you get deducted points or something. But his beard must be tanking so much force every slap, and if his opponent doesn't have one, it's such an advantage.
Can't believe we're talking about this, but yes, I agree. I've seen how some of them just hit with the center of the face.
Yeah, obviously.
And they hit you on the jawline.
Yeah, and you can knock people out like
exactly.
that.
That's how you knock people out.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what it's about. I think that's an illegal one. I think it's about the flat hand and the slap connecting with. I don't know, but then again, like anybody is gonna take any advantage they can get, right?
And yeah, in that moment is like, well, give me a penalty if you want. This guy is like barely walking, you know?
Yeah.
You never played that game with your cousins, small cousins?
Which one?
It's like, okay, let's play a game. Let's see how, like the softest slap wins. You start. And then they do
a soft one. You usually hit them hard.
Like, okay, you won.
I've seen Havost and Booked Up. You know, Booked Up from Level 99 and stuff. Yeah, I saw them at the ESL in Poland. They had a slap competition at the hotel after the event. That was intense.
My face is too pretty. I'm not gonna get slapped by anybody.
Yeah, their faces used to be pretty.
Not after the slap.
They got into slap competition.
Maybe we should just open like a OG slap division and bring Dexter.
Screw that. I want to play ping pong. I want OG ping pong before that.
OG ping pong.
Yeah. Ping pong is where my slaps are.
Online ping pong or just like on-site ping pong?
Oh, what do you mean online ping pong, bro? Get out of here. Unless VR gets to that level where it starts feeling real, then no.
Well, ask Misha, what is online basketball? And he's like, oh...
NBA 2K, it looked fun, to be honest. When I see him play, it looks like there's like timings and things that can keep the game exciting. And even for me, I've never played sports games. No, I don't think I've ever played a sports game for more than 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, but that one actually looked like the mechanics look fun because it has these bars that you charge and it's like a timing game. Yeah, I'm not an NBA 2K player, but I can respect.
This is my 4th glass of orange juice. It's actually my favorite thing about Lisbon is that they have in the supermarkets these machines.
Oh, we have them here now. You saw it? You haven't seen it?
No, you have a machine?
Yeah,
this is yours?
No, because it broke, but we just got the new one. Okay, you just have to install it.
Oh, this is my happiness.
Yeah.
I love orange juice and I hate squishing them.
So I started drinking less and I started just putting the orange juice in smoothies. But now and again, like half a glass of orange juice with ice.
Nice.
So good. So good. Not 4.
Not 4.
Not 4.
It's just because the other day when I got here, there was no left. And I think Joanna made sure that there was like a home. So we talk about slapping. We talk about RVs.
Oh I think we should talk about ping pong, bro.
Ping pong, but we talked about ping pong the other day. What do you want to talk about?
We did talk about ping pong? Yeah, we did.
A little bit. You beat me.
My God.
Consecutive times.
It's
Not
so
even
good.
close.
It's so good. It's been the best investment in the house. True and me, we play every day. I think he has bought rackets 4 times because he's never satisfied. He always blames the racket.
Misha?
No, true.
With Chu, I can't play with Chu. I will get bored. I will just leave.
Oh, with his warm-up?
Well, he's not really like when you're playing with him. You don't rattle. You're not like boom, 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 boom. It's more like
Yeah. Well, he tries to snake the serve all the time. He
Yeah.
tries to sneak it, but it's fun. You know, I like it. It's like it's part of the game, I guess, especially in home ping pong, which is not like as professional.
But when we were playing, we were going at it.
Sure.
We have 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8 times, and with him is either you make the point or him.
No. I mean that depends. And you probably found him on an off day. Like
Okay.
I've had the quick balls, and he actually when he gets mad and he starts doing the right hand like the hard ball, he'll get points on you like that, and yeah, he'll hit hard.
Okay, so I have to see it.
I need to go bathroom.
Okay,
We need to pause.
we'll take a pause. Welcome to the Monkey Business Show J edition. Boom. Hi YouTube, it's me, your favorite YouTuber. I'm just filling time for Johan to come back while I watch people getting his lap on YouTube, because we love YouTube. Okay, I just wanted to point out, well, I'll wait until you see it before I make fun of our common friend. Alright, so we're back. Have you seen that since we made Seb officially a member of this podcast, he hasn't not showed up once?
Yep, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Once you commit, you get cold feet.
Yeah, he waited, He waited months, and now we're here. Okay, so we were talking about nothing really.
Pong and cars. And,
Ping pong, yes.
yeah.
Table tennis. If you're gonna start doing this, you have to call it table tennis.
For me, it's just pong.
Pong,
Pong or ping.
just pong or ping.
Yeah. That's what it goes by in the house. Table tennis is like as boomer. Words. Mm-hmm.
So, have I told you that I'm gonna be spending a month in Singapore?
A whole month?
Yeah.
No, you haven't told me.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for the Formula 1 at the beginning of October.
Really? Okay.
And then stay all the way through because it's Formula 1 at night and it's a music, there's music festival and food festival.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'll be working from Singapore.
Okay.
And before that, I might do a Philippine trip or Southeast Asia because I haven't really seen a lot of those areas. I've been to Malaysia, but never Philippines.
All right. I mean, Philippines is a Dota hub.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's why I have to go there. And, maybe a company near us, a company near you opens offices in Southeast Asia at some point
Yeah.
soon.
I think that would be a good move.
Yeah,
A wise move.
It would be good. Maybe we send the CEO to Southeast Asia to see what he can find.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe explore some Formula 1 on the company's expenses just to learn and
No,
broaden
I
the horizon.
can correct. From now on, I'd pay for it. Come on, steal your money.
I've never been to Formula 1 though.
Neither have I either.
No, no?
Neither have I. Yeah.
Hmm? Okay. Why are you going then? Like, what's your?
So it's right before TI.
I know, but are you really excited about going to
I
watch
am-
Formula 1?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be in Singapore. I've never been. And because the problem is that, well, not the problem, is that when we go to TI, you're only doing TI. You're not leaving. You're not going anywhere. So if I go by the time we start,
Yeah, right.
then
You won't get to see Singapore.
0, because we'll be together,
Unless we get knocked out right away.
which won't happen. But yeah, but even when we get knocked out, everybody's emo, nobody wants to do anything.
right.
So
And the city won't look the same. Yeah.
you go from like, oh my God, the street food is amazing, from you went TI, fuck the street food. I just want to go home. I just want to scroll under the bed
Yeah.
for a month. Or now
I
the
think,
new
I
DPC.
think that's a good idea. I've never been to Singapore, even though Dota was there twice, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. We never managed to get there. But I've heard good things, right? Like, I've heard Singapore's an amazing place. Just
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Mhm.
Maybe my dude, some of my references are gonna be awful, but in Crazy Rich Asians look great. That's all in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I know.
I thought that was Macau.
Okay, fuck, I don't know. I really think it's Singapore.
I mean, Macau is like the Vegas, right? Like
See?
Vegas of China.
March. We've been dating for over a year now, and I think it's about time people met my beautiful girlfriend.
think in Singapore where they film it. But anyway, if it's not...
Are you talking about actually a show called Crazy Rich Asians?
No, the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
I don't know this movie.
You've never seen Crazy Rich Asians?
No, I didn't know you were referencing a movie. I thought you were just referencing
No,
actually like stupidly rich.
No. Dude, you haven't seen this movie? It's actually a fantastic movie.
No, I haven't.
I actually have a lot of friends that have been in this movie. It's really good.
No, I haven't seen.
So it's a romantic comedy. The premise is very simple.
I'm not gonna watch it, bro. We're all rom-com. Are you kidding me?
It's not a bad movie. It's funny. It's a fun movie.
I
Again, it's a rom-com.
I can't.
Dude, you're making
I'm not doing a rom-com,
So you've
bro.
never hung out with a girl and the girl said, can we watch that movie?
Yeah, like my pre-20s. Yeah, pre-20s.
Pre-20s?
When things were still very desperate and whatever.
I still have to watch this shit, you know? Not sure how
things are still desperate?
Not sure that desperate, but in the best situations that I have is like I choose one and they choose one. But after my third, movie,
No.
they were like, hey.
I draw the line. I don't think I've watched a rom-com since
Not
my
bad.
pre-20s, yeah. And I don't think I ever will again. I hate the principle, like the vibe that those movies give. I don't know. There's nothing for me to get there.
Wow.
Crazy Rich Asians.
It's a good movie.
Let's see. Maybe.
It did really well, and
Maybe
I
if you
think,
tie me
obviously,
down.
I know I'm going to get politically correct, but it's true, actually. So there's a lot of representation. The whole movie the cast is Asian, the director is Asian. So it was like a really cool seeing them in like a super commercial and successful movie. It's a great movie. Constant Wu and Harry Golden and the two leads, and they're really fantastic.
I was watching Donnie Darko again yesterday. Got halfway through. Yeah, I hadn't watched it for like 15 years or something. Yeah. Creepy movie, or like I was watching it yesterday, and I even remember like a lot of the music choices that they had.
The Gary Jules.
You remember like the high school scene, like early on when they switched to the high school mode, and like everything is jolly and happy. At that moment in the movie, I just started laughing because it's like, what is going on? I didn't remember this part. I didn't remember the music choices and all of that. Like it goes from this constant creepy undertone of music and like mysterious vibes to this teenage high school musical, like
Just like that.
yeah, and then back to more weird creepy stuff. But very very good.
It's a great movie.
Very great, yeah.
So I'll tell you a story. Part of my LA stories with JMR. I actually wrote a movie about this, which maybe one day I make it, but I moved to LA and I was staying. Okay, I have to explain a little bit more. So you arrive to LA if you've never been there, and I've never been there when I moved there. The airport is next to the water, and as you start going to Hollywood, you go through this in the middle of LA. There are like oil palms, and it looked like a desolated land. It looked like wasteland, like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just going there with the taxi that I got, and I was thinking, what am I doing here? This place looks awful. And I arrived to this shitty motel that I was staying in. I was 23. I had no money. And near there was like another place that looked a little bit better with people that were for long-term stays, So one of the first people that I met in LA is the bunny of Donnie Darko.
The guy who's in the bodysuit.
James Duval. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He was my first entry into Hollywood and one of my first friends.
Okay.
And through him, I got to meet a lot more of the Hollywood part. And yeah.
That's funny. Okay.
And he had the rabbit at home. He had the helmet. And there was he had like miniatures with him as the for the nerdy world and the like conference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like no, not conference. Like like all these anime con and all that. And that's how he'll make money. He'll make money by going through places to places and signing autographs and taking photos with fans.
Okay.
But yeah, he was the bunny.
Yeah. That's funny.
I actually ended up making a movie with him later down the road.
Yeah?
He was one of the secondary characters in one of my early movies.
Okay. All right.
A bunny.
Yeah.
Good looking kid. Yeah. I do feel like there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I never know how people will receive them. I always feel like because I will talk about dating, I will talk about going out, I will talk about other parts of my life that are happening in my private life. But every single time we record those podcasts, I have regretted it later. Like 20 minutes into recording them, I was like, maybe I should have not said that. Does it happen to you?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I guess we're both very much under the ties of our entertainment industry and our world, because we have people that we pay with money that we get from other people that have opinions about what's okay to speak about, what's okay to show, and what's not okay. So we're not Joe Rogan, who doesn't have, like, you know, a lot of people under him maybe that he's paying, or at least that's the vibe I'm getting, and he is not getting the money from you know, sources or companies that have existed for X amount of time, with their own policies and so on and so on. He had his own thing going, and this is much different. So there's definitely things we maybe wish that we could talk about, but that we can't.
Yeah. I think for me, there is a... Yes, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what... I spoke about it before, that I think for me, the biggest topic that I've been really dealing with is what is my life at 37, and what did I thought my life at 37 was going to be. Because let me tell you, it doesn't look like anything at all about what I thought. So I grew up in Spain, in a Catholic country, and my parents were the only parents divorced when I was a kid. The only ones in my neighborhood, the only ones in my high school. And as I grew older, I think more families started getting divorced. We were like very early. And my parents had me when they were old-ish, like old back then, you know, 31. Mm-hmm. So back then, parents used to have kids very, very young. And I always thought in my mind, well, if they had me at 31 and that's late, that is the year that I gave myself, where it was like, yeah, well, that's when shit gets serious, you know? That's when you finally marry, and that's when you get kids. And when I was in my 20s, I was like, don't worry, I have plenty of time, you know? My parents had me at 31, we're fine. Then we started getting to 31, and I was like, well, I mean, by 35, you know? I look at people that were... So when I was 31, the producers that were helping me make the movie were 36, 37. And I was like, look at them, you know? They have families, it's like... So that's what's going to happen in the next 5 years. I'm 37, and I don't feel at all, in any ways, that I am there, that I'm ready. And I think, I'm going to blame me for this, I think because I am around so many young people with ambition and plans and dreams, everybody's a dreamer and everybody has something to accomplish, I don't feel that I'm 37 at all. I know I'm a boomer, I know I look 37, but I don't feel 37.
Well, that's also a very boxed mindset, right? If you keep comparing yourself to other people and what they did, and then what you're supposed to be doing because they did that, that's a very, rigorous and rigged mindset, right? You're not free at all to do anything different than what your parents did or what other people that you end up working with did. I mean, my mom had my sister when she was 20 or 21, I think. And
Bridget, okay.
Yeah, and I'm 28 now, and I'm not planning to get kids anytime soon. And shit, I don't even think so far ahead, you know, and why should I? I don't know why there's so much obsession also about, you know, the long term, like the 10 years, the 5 years and all that, like thinking ahead, because if you let that decide and you rush towards a family or a child or the right woman or even another project, probably it's not pure motivation, it's not the right way of going about things, or it could lead to regrets or bad, like this decision was not thought through just because you wanted it because somebody else had it. I get what you're saying with like young people and stuff, but at the same time, I'm also seeing young people much younger than me establish families and feeling like, yeah, that makes perfect sense and they can do it. And some others where it's like, what's going on? You're not meant for this. And sometimes it's not planned and so on and so on. But I don't know. I don't think you should mirror yourself too much in other people, because if you end up doing that, where does that leave you? Who are you then?
So let me just put a little bit more words. So when I was young, I was obsessed with making movies. I would say the same kind of level of obsession that you had on Dota. Maybe different level of exceptional amongst my industry because you were clearly on top, but I would say the same level of dedication. My whole life was that. There was nothing else. I was sacrificing everything for that. And then I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. And I guess that my next objective could have been the family, you know? I'm going to find a job and I'm going to do that. But I got another project. And this project is even, in my opinion, more exciting than movies. And then I'm finding more happiness about being in OG that I've ever found from movies. I love it. I love it. So I am thinking about my 10 years, my 15 years, my 20 years. And I tell you all the time, I don't want OG to be a 1-year journey. Doesn't mean that my journey is going to be exactly the same. Maybe there's very different shapes, you know, in this journey. Mm-hmm. But I want this to be our legacy, our vision of the world, and our little, you know, moments that we're going to put on a beautiful box, and then it will become someone else's box, you know, and some other people will take it along with them, and they will make this company something different. But I think, in a weird way, I see what other people see on the family, but in here. And we take care of so many people, and they could take care of us, okay? It's not like, but like that it is full encompassing a lot of the things that, I don't know, this job gives me everything that I ever wanted. You have creative power, you have creativity. Everybody here is just working hard to make our dreams come true while we're trying hard to make their dreams come true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my life is not what I thought it was going to be. In many ways, it's much better. But it's more out of the ordinary life. And now, why am I all emo about this and all that? Because there is a moment when I come to Europe where this is honestly all I think about. In LA, I don't think about this. Because in LA, it's world is weird and it doesn't feel like mine. I mean, it's my hometown. Well, it's my town, but it's not my hometown. When I go to Madrid and I walk the streets of Madrid, I am constantly reminded of what my life would have been if I had stayed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I see my friends with kids, and I see my mom and how my mom hangs out with all my cousins and their kids. Mm-hmm. So it is shocking. And every single time I go to Madrid, I take like a few nights by myself and I just walk the streets where I grew up, because my mom doesn't live there anymore. That's another thing is I moved, my parents moved, and when they divorced, they all moved. So I don't have any place anymore in Madrid where I grew up. My house, they sold it when we were kids. Then they moved into another house and they sold it later. And then my mom and her husband have an office, and that's where I stayed, in the office. Like in the I don't know how to call it. Like in the house, you have like the bedroom, and then you have the office space. That's where I stayed. So it's not really a home to me anymore. But walking the streets feels like home.
Of course, I mean, you grew up there. Must be nostalgic.
It was the same thing for you when we went to Denmark and you were like eating pizza with me on the streets that you grew up.
Yeah, I mean, I miss home too for the food, and food for me is usually better just through nostalgia. Sometimes I like shitty food just for the sake of nostalgia. Nostalgia is great. Nostalgia is awesome, and I think everybody experiences that level of like comparison. Yeah, you look at people you grew up with, you look at your family, and you think how they might live life, and how yours is so much different. But at the same time, I think they might be doing the same thing with what you're doing. I'm sure that the friends who are seeing you and they're like, oh, he doesn't have kids, and oh, he's in LA, and oh, he's doing this and that. Grass might be greener.
Yeah,
in that sense too, or as in, it might be fun to fantasize about how things could have been different. You know, I'm sure it goes both ways in that sense.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you thought your life was gonna be what it is right now?
No.
No.
I don't think it's like many of the things probably turned out the way I imagined, like no kids, still being me, still having my own thoughts, like not being tied down. And I don't mean tied down with like relationship wise, but
no, I understand.
Anywise, like
that's where you have your own company, you have your own things, you know?
Yeah, and I am doing things what I think is right and what I think is cool and what I think is nice and whatever. But no, I was never, as a kid, I always grew up wanting to do what I like doing for a living, and I was being told left and right that you don't always get it that way, and that you have to prepare yourself, you have to get education, you have to go through the safe way to make yourself like financially stable in the future, and like not starve and not become homeless and so on and so on. So that was kind of what I was expecting life to be, that I would have to do all of this eventually, or life would be, complete suck. So I'm happy esport happened. I'm happy I got to compete. I'm happy competition became my life for that long, and no, I'm happy that it's not right now. So, in that sense, I feel fortunate. I feel lucky, and I didn't expect any of this to really happen, and Dota to become the game that it did, or Han for that matter, or any game for that matter. Yeah.
Han, loving memory.
Rip.
R.I.P. Han.
Rip.
I saw the post yesterday and I was like a little bit nostalgic and sad. There was a moment yesterday when I saw it, I was like, I want to play Han right now. And I can't. Because the servers are gone. Even though I haven't played in 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't feel like playing. But I have the good memories, you know? Maybe I would just for nostalgia. But yeah, Dota is my game. I think I would have a bad time playing another MOBA.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
I don't mean like playing. I just mean like, oh, dude, like let's turn it on because I have
Yeah, the
revisited.
nostalgia. Yeah.
I have revisited like maybe last year. I installed games that I used to play in my childhood to see how they would feel. First, the graphics were not holding up. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I know I'm a boomer, but I play Monkey Island, which I can show you again. I mention it all the time. That is a
But that's why when
8-bit, 16-bit game.
when or if you ever have kids, you cannot show them the high graphics until later. You have to show them that the world this is the best you have, like Half-Life 1, you know? Like these are the graphics that you have. And it's going to be magical. It's going to be great. Like Diablo 1, Half-Life 1 is going to be great. And then when they're older, you can let them out of the basement and you can they will see that the world has evolved. But at least they will have had this amazing gaming experience and seen that I think it'll have to be pretty to be good.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. I used to play these games that the graphics were shit, but the stories were amazing. And they were, in a weird way, I felt like, oh my God, it's like living in a whole new world.
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't need this like high-def vision that I have to live in the world. This 16-bit
Right.
game felt like a whole different world.
And once you get past that, like whatever engine or whatever graphics that it has, you're gonna also, I think, learn to appreciate and learn to see better what else they had to work with, which is just the story and the gameplay and like the experience that you're gonna have with a lot of these games. And today, I think there's so much less focus on that because, you know, a lot of money is getting spent on the graphics, on that type of experience instead. Yeah, like old games, man, like nothing compares in my opinion to a lot of them.
Yeah, this is already like, this is with colors. This is like Monkey Island 3 or 4. Okay?
This is with colors.
Yeah. This shit has colors now. Back then, we didn't have to. Oh my God, I played.
And now, the moment I know you've all been waiting for. How about some amazing juggling? Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's 3. See how I juggle these knives? At great personal risk to myself and to you if I slip.
He's a great juggler, but I sure wish he'd get off the stage so I can dig a lane up.
Yeah, I mean, games have been part of my life. I had them since I was a kid. And I was lucky, one of the lucky ones, you know, that I had a computer at home that I could experience some of these games. And back then it was graphic adventures. That was the whole point. Do you remember the idea of
no.
So a graphic adventure was pretty much, it was a very similar book. But your characters, you could see, instead of saying, okay, and now you're in a forest, you see like your
So it's a point and click?
come in, and now you're in the forest, and the tails will show on the screen. There will not be
So it's
audio.
like a choice matters.
Correct, kind of deal. And you could do things, and you could do like chat thing, and you have options. Where do you want to go here? You want to go here.
Yeah.
Use this to top this. You know, like, oh, there is a tree on the ground. Stop in the middle of the path of the road. What do?
Yeah.
Get axe, hit axe. You know.
Oh, like the Dungeons and Dragons concept too, right? Where
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, would you be open to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Play one?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because I've never played. I've watched people play. It sounds like fun. It would need a good. What's the
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master. Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to my life choices, I'm happy with what I am. I'm very happy. But now I have for you youngsters out there, okay? Now look at Boomer J. My biggest discovery on the last 2 years is that the one thing that will get you every time is health. Your body will deteriorate much faster than your brain will deteriorate, in my case. So you have at 37, or even hopefully much earlier for some of you guys, you have to start taking care of your body much earlier. Because you will see how at 37 I can't eat the things that I used to eat. I cannot do the things that I used to do. That's gone. When I was like in my 20s, I will go out at night and then I will eat Korean food and a pizza before I went to bed. And I went to bed and I slept 10 hours and I woke up and everything was fine. Now, no way. If I eat a pizza before sleeping, I will sleep. 2 hours later, I'm in the bathroom. 3 hours later, I have like a heartburn. Yeah, those days are gone.
Yeah, so I had a lot of those issues too, but I got rid of them. And I only got rid of them through, eating well and trying to get rid of them. I also had COVID, and I think, so I only had symptoms for 2 days.
Okay.
And I probably contribute that to, smart eating, supplements, and, doing the right things for those couple days. I think the right time is always now to get ahead
always now.
to get ahead of health things. Life is, of course, meant to be lived and not meant to be worried. But yeah, I can also no longer just do what I used to do, and I had stomach issues, one epicenter, and ever since then the stomach is not the same.
Yeah.
But I'm quite fortunate in many senses, but yeah, I also contribute a lot of it to small things, and now I'm trying to do more and more, but like supplements, working out, and actually trying to, as soon as you get a problem, fix it hard, and if you think you're about to have a problem, get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Because I always look at those. I mean, I've heard the story from you. I've heard the story from my dad. I've heard the story from all people of age and experience or whatever. It's like, if you have something building, like, get ahead of it, like fix it. Otherwise, it'll fester and it'll just get much worse.
And remember, like, even physical muscles. When I was young and I was sprain my ankle, 2 days and I was running around.
Right.
But now, how long were you there with like pain in your ankle?
Yeah. Plus,
Months?
I also didn't like fully tackle it right
Yeah.
away, and yeah, I think I had issues for 8 months or more when I sprained it bad, but still, it shouldn't have been that long of a recovery rate. I was 28. Yeah, I was 27. Yeah.
I would say my second learning of a day. I didn't fix my teeth until I was 31. I had bad teeth until I was 31, and I didn't fix it because they were
You
aesthetically.
never brushed twice a day, like, well.
No,
why,
I always brush it, but they were like clamped, so they were like packed, and it didn't look.
Okay, yeah.
Like I always like very, very consciously clean my teeth after every meal, all my life, but they were not on this, and I had to make them like this because my bite was irregular and it was hurting my whole face.
Right.
And then I fixed my teeth, and I found a whole level of confidence that I wish I had done it earlier. Because I never wanted to have braces, and I never wanted to have that. And yeah,
How did you fix it then?
I have the thing for 3 years.
The bracers.
Yeah, I have braces and then Invisaligner.
Yeah.
The invisible ones. But yeah, I mean, at 31, it was pretty embarrassing, but fuck it,
I think it's too late, though, to do some things when you get older, no?
It just takes much, 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 much longer.
Okay.
And because if you move the teeth very fast, the root gets shorter. When you're a kid, you could do what I did in 3 years. You can do it in 6 months. But and in 31. And I did it because my mom did it at 60.
Oh, yeah.
So my mom did it at 60, and I was like, wait a second. It's not too late? My mom is 60 with braces, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be a 31-year-old with braces. One of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
I might want to do the same. I mean, I want to do that with allergies, right? I want to try to curb my allergies once and for all, my hay fever.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you do that?
So there's like the general way. So in Denmark, they didn't offer the pill. And I know Seb went through it with the pill growing up as a kid. He did, you do a pill with the things that you're allergic to, exposes your body, and then your body eventually normalizes it. If you do it, you have to do it rigorously every day for a year, 2 years, even 3. My mom, she started this injection thing. In Denmark, they didn't offer the pill. You had to go get an injection every week or 2 weeks. And it would vary a bit with frequency and stuff, but she had to stop because of pregnancy. She started and stopped 3 times because 3 kids. So she never really got fully rid of it, but she curbed it quite a bit, and it's not as bad. And I highly regret not having just done it as a kid, but I also don't know if I ever wanted to do the injection. But now I want to, now I'm 28 and I do want to try, and I want to either do it with a pill like Seb did or figure out if there's an alternative way, and like that, and maybe even jump on alternative treatments. I did some as a kid, and some worked for like 1 season and then stopped working. But yeah, that and also the teeth. Now I'm thinking again, like, should I do something because they're not fully regular?
You have good teeth, though. Huh?
My teeth are good. And my mouth is big and stuff. Big mouth. But
your teeth look good on your mouth.
Yeah, there's a little bit of unevenness.
I didn't even used to smile before. I didn't even used to smile. All my photos until I was 34 are like this. You could not see a photo like this. I have teeth now. But yeah.
Wow.
My friend, we have a meeting in 3 minutes, so we have to wrap it up. Yeah, a lot of things going in OG. All of them very positive. And we have a lot of things going on. I feel a little bit overwhelmed because there's so many things to do. Because, like, think about it. Everything that we do, you guys support us with the show, with the merch, with the Dota, with the CSGO, with the Valorant. And we feel this wave of positivity. We just want to do more. It's just literally not possible to do everything that we want to do. We've been trying to open a store in Southeast Asia for 2 years. I just cannot find the time or the resources or the right partner to go there and make it happen. And we're finally hiring a lot of new people. We hired, around 10 people in the last month and a half, 2 months? 2 months and a half, yeah. Account managers, and we have head of merch and an HR person. So hopefully we can, go a little bit faster for 2023.
Need good people, need lots of them.
Yeah, they just don't exist.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Well, they exist. It's just harder to bring them from where they are.
Yeah.
But no, thank you so much. Again, I think this is one of those moments, that at the end of the day we remember, or we are reminded that, we're all here because of people supporting us, and you guys support us, and we continue to live our dream because of it. It's just pretty wild, very humbling.
Yeah, life is good. I harvested a bunch of squash yesterday.
Okay.
You should see. It was amazing.
Do you want to bring a squash into the podcast? Is that your wrap?
We'll show him next week.
Next time?
Yeah, I'll bring one up.
That's it. Thank you. Mav, Walter, Ivan, everybody behind this. Thank you so much. And subscribe, please, okay? Daddy wants 100,000 subscriber plaque right there, okay?
Daddy wants a plaque.
Yes. Cheers.